Real estate's the only asset you can buy that you can actually make more valuable. If you buy stocks, you can't make them more valuable. You can day trade, whatever, but you can't make Facebook, Coca-Cola, Tesla more valuable. You have no control in that. Warren Buffett famously said, if you don't learn to make money while you're sleeping, you will work until the day you die. And the best way my wife and I have learned how to take our earned income, our bust our butt money, and get it to work for us while we're sleeping is in real estate. Today's episode, I'm going to teach you 4 of the powerful wealth builders of real estate investing, why my wife and I put our hard-earned income into real estate over stocks, over crypto, over a 401k, and why I think if you're a successful entrepreneur looking to get money to work for you, you should consider real estate investing. And as always, the best way I can really illustrate this point is with a story. It was 2020, a long time ago, probably the most difficult year in all of our lives, right? It was early 2020, so it was like January, February. We're in Newport Beach, California. My mentor, that's why you want a mentor, my mentor said, Tony, give yourself a millionaire experience, not a millionaire lifestyle. I want you and your wife to escape the winters of Detroit, Michigan, and I want you to come out here. I want you to experience the lifestyle out here. He's like, go rent a home in Newport Beach. So we did. We rented a beautiful home on 28th and Ocean. Our backyard was the Pacific. It was freaking awesome. And as a business owner, I was able to write it off because I ran events there. I ran like workshops out of my home. So a huge bonus there. But I remember I was growing my business. I'm working tirelessly for money. I mean, I was people are like, oh, you took a 3-month vacation on the beach. No. I just picked up work and brought it to the beach. I remember feeling frustrated. And maybe you can relate to this as a business owner, right? As a solopreneur, as someone working in your business. Small business owners means you're 50 people or less. So probably if you're listening to this, you're a small business owner. We trade time for money. It just is what it is. Anyone who sells you like, oh, you start a business and it's going to be passive. No, it's never passive, right? I remember feeling frustrated. I remember feeling like the harder I worked, the more money I made, but the more time I was giving up, right? I was working from like sun up to sundown, so working weekends. My wife was working weekends. We were in beautiful Newport Beach, but we weren't like just lounging around on the beach. I traded the rat race of working for someone else for the rat race of working for myself. It was a better rat race, but it was still almost like a bit of a rat race. So I was out there on the beach and I was sitting there, I was thinking about this, and it kind of like dawned on me. I'm like, whoever owns this home that we're in right now, they're making money and they're not here. They're making, you can call it passive income, whatever. And they had a management company running it. They leveraged whatever they did in life. I didn't know anything about them, but they leveraged whatever they did in life. They bought this house. They then rent this house out to make money while they're not having to work. That led me to Bigger Pockets, which led me to Grant Cardone book. I remember I read a Grant Cardone book while I was there. And guys, I like saw the Matrix for the first time. I was like, real estate is the thing. We need to own real estate. And then we went out and we came back to Michigan in like April 2020 when the pandemic had started, and we started looking at rental properties. And then the other book, and this is a book recommendation for you, was Rich Dad Poor Dad. So it was like Grant Cardone first, but then Rich Dad Poor Dad. Rich Dad Poor Dad opened it up for me because Rich Dad Poor Dad says, it's kind of outdated now, but you got to go read it. The wealthy work for assets. The poor and the middle class work for money. The wealthy work for assets. The wealthy work to acquire assets that will then go out and pay for their liabilities. Like that person's home I was renting was an asset for them. That home was being rented out to my wife and I. Were paying money and they're making money that way. So go read Rich Dad Poor Dad. If you're in the level of trading your time for money, that's okay in your business. We all do that. I still do that to this day. That is good. That's good to start there. But then you have to level up to where somehow money is working for you while you're not working for it. And the best way we found is real estate. Now, I want to teach you the wealth formula first off, and then I have 4 points of why you need to consider real estate investing. So the wealth formula that I teach all my clients is number 1, you build you. Your income will never exceed your level of personal development. So you need to build yourself up, invest in yourself, read the books, listen to the podcast, watch the YouTube videos, go to the masterminds, go to the seminars, right? I did all that before I own 131 units of real estate, about $17 million portfolio value without any investors. Before I ever bought a piece of real estate, I invested in this real estate, personal development. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. College is just the beginning. Because I have a lot of college students who watch this and reach out to me. College is just the beginning. What do you do outside of that degree, right? What do you do outside of that degree that will help you? So read the books, Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad Poor Dad, Grant Cardone, anything, right? Whatever, man. There's so many. Just Google, right? Read the books, okay? Next level you need to invest into is your business. okay? It's very hard to achieve a high level of wealth and success working for someone else. Start off working for someone else. When I started off as a registered dietitian, I was working for someone else. I perfected my skill craft there. I learned, I let Lifetime Fitness shelter me from all the mistakes, right? And take the kind of risk on it. And then I went out and started my own business. So at a certain point, you need to create your own business or a side hustle business so you can make more money. You just don't want linear income. I show up for 8 hours, I'm paid for 8 hours. When you own your own business, your income is exponentially higher than when you work for someone else. And then the third step is you invest in the assets. So invest into you. Your income will never exceed your level of personal development. Grow your earned income. Use your earned income to buy your assets. Use your assets to pay for your lifestyle and buy your freedom. Guys, if that resonates, comment below, let me know. So, all right, why real estate? Because assets, right? Well, Tony, stocks, crypto, right? I believe you should be in real estate. I believe real estate's superior. 4 reasons. Number 1, debt and leverage. Think about leverage. So everyone talks about debt, okay? Debt can be good, debt can be bad, yes. But think about leverage. Do you drive a car to where you like to go or do you walk? Like Nick, you came here today. Did you drive or walk?
Drove my truck.
Why'd you drive your truck? Why didn't you walk, bro?
Oh man, it's a lot of gear to carry this far.
He leveraged a tool to get here more efficiently. Debt in real estate is a tool to get to your financial goals more efficiently. Some people say, well, shouldn't you buy it in cash? You don't even own it. Listen, so let's do this example, okay? Bill and I both own a property here. It's $1 million property. Bill bought it in cash. So $1 million cash, no finance. I bought the $1 million property financed. I put 20% down, so $200,000. We both sell this property 2 years from now for $1.2 million. Who had a better overall return? Bill or me? Bill's $1 million returned $1.2 million. So his $1 million made $200,000. Do we agree? My $200,000 leveraged brought back $200,000. Who made more money? Who got a better return? Me all day long because of leverage, right? My 200 grand when I sold the 1.2 million, I paid back the 800,000 to the bank, got my 200,000 back, but I got an additional 200,000. I put down 200,000 to make 400,000. Bill put down $1 million to make 200,000. You guys get it? That's what real estate does. That's the power of leverage. That's the power of debt. Don't fear debt if you trust the asset, if you trust what you're investing into. You can't do this with stocks. You can't leverage money. You can't go to the bank and say, I'm going to borrow money to buy $1 million of stocks. I'll put up 200,000. You put up 800,000. They won't do that. You can't do that with cryptocurrency. So you have the power of leverage. Don't fear debt. I've been mentored by and I've interviewed so many very, very wealthy people. They use debt, but they use debt intelligently. Debt can hurt you guys. I'm not trying to undermine it. If you don't understand the difference between good debt and bad debt, assets and liabilities, go check out my other episodes where you explain that. But debt as leverage, okay? Number 2 is tax benefits. The most successful people in the world invest in real estate, not just for cash flow and appreciation, the other 2 things we'll talk about. They invest in it for tax benefits. Now, this is not advantageous to you if you're not already earning a high level of income. I'd say 6 figures and above. If you're making 6 figures and above, I've been through this, as well as I've had so many coaching clients. My coaching clients look to get into real estate because they have a new problem. Business is never avoidance of problems, guys. It's evolution of problems. Meaning that you don't ever just like, oh, I don't have problems. I used to think like, oh, if you just make money, you don't have problems. No, you have new, better problems. New, better problems meaning, wow, I made 200 grand this year. I owe 40,000 in taxes. Successful people, high income earners look to use real estate to negate or eliminate their taxes. How do we do that? You get depreciation. You get write-offs for owning real estate. And if you, like in my wife and I's position, this is very important to understand. If you somehow can have your partner, your significant other, your spouse, be what's called a real estate professional, meaning it's not a license, it's not a degree, it's not a certification, it means they spend 750 hours or more in the field of real estate, looking at properties, managing properties, underwriting properties, whatever, going to conferences, driving by properties. You can take your depreciation from real estate or your losses from real estate against your earned income. So what my wife and I do. So as I'm building my business, as I'm building my earned income, we never stop working for earned income. This is not go buy a duplex, stop making money, go live on the beach. It's not that, because it's not for real. Keep growing your earned income, maximize your earned income, look to see if you can get like a real estate professional status, you or your wife, you or your spouse, take the losses from your real estate for your depreciation against your earned income. So we're talking about losses here. We're talking about depreciation. You're like, Tony, why would I invest into it if I lose money? It's not actually losing money, because if you buy a good piece of real estate, you'll get appreciation. Again, when you buy real estate, the tax code allows you to write off every year a certain amount for just normal wear and tear, normal maintenance, normal issues like if the building wears out, if the floors wear out, if the toilets need to be replaced. You get to take that as a deduction. Right? Think about in your like business, you get deductions, right? Like right now, my phone's a deduction, like this notebook's a deduction, right? In real estate, you get those too. So even if the property's making money, every single year, you get a level of depreciation. You can do things like cost segregation studies to accelerate that depreciation. That's another tactic. We've done videos on that too. The property's going up in value. Real estate has appreciation, but it has depreciation as well. That's the most powerful side, like part of it. We've bought properties that have gone up in significant value since we've owned them, right? And there's levels, so you can go watch my other videos on this, but there's forced appreciation, there's natural appreciation. So like real estate's the only asset you can buy that you can actually make more valuable. If you buy stocks, you can't make them more valuable, right? You can day trade, whatever, but you can't make Facebook, Coca-Cola, Tesla more valuable. You have no control in that. Cryptocurrency, you can't force the value. 401k, you probably don't even know what you're invested into, right? Like if you have a 401k, I challenge you right now, what is your 401k actually invested into? Do you believe in those companies? Do you support those companies? Are you a fan of those companies? Real estate gives a level of control. You can control the appreciation. I can buy a 4 unit. I can fix up the units. I can raise the market rents. I can solve the problems and make that property more valuable. And if you get into multifamily, which is 5 units above, that's what my wife and I do now, you can really force that value because multifamily doesn't go off of comps, doesn't go off of what the neighbor sold by. It goes off of what's called NOI, net operating income. Your profit minus your expenses equals your NOI, which is what a business is valued on, right? So if I can improve the business plan of that, I can make that property generate more profit, I make it more profitable. So real estate is the only asset class that you can control. If you like to be in control of your financial future, I challenge you to really investigate investing into real estate. All right, before I give you guys the fourth and final wealth builder of real estate, let me know, does this resonate with you? Do you have questions about this? Anything I say maybe didn't make sense? Let me know, leave a comment below. Again, if you're an active person, if you're an entrepreneur, I met with a financial advisor one time when I first started my business. He said, entrepreneurs are the worst clients because we are used to being in control. And then when you just hand your money over to a financial advisor, you're not in control. It's like, how are you going to build your business up? Be in total control of that, but then be like, when it comes to investing money, I want nothing to do with that. So consider real estate. If you're going to consider real estate, let me know. Leave me a comment, send me a DM, let me know. Fourth and final is everyone's favorite thing, cash flow. My goal when I invest into anything is how soon can I get my money back? And the beautiful part about real estate is when you buy a property, there's a little bit, not a lot usually, but there's a little bit of cash flow every single month. Some months more, some months there might not be any cash flow, being transparent with you. There's a little bit of cash flow along the way to help you reimburse your investment. My whole goal is like, how soon can I get my money out of the investment, but keep the investment? Again, real estate's the only tool that allows you to do that. So again, let's just say we own, several apartment buildings, right? So let's just take my first apartment. It's a 7-unit apartment. Again, something very realistic that any one of you could get into, right? I only had to put $132,000 down. Someone once was like, oh, where do I get $132,000? Listen to what I'm telling you to do. Build yourself, build your business, save your money. If you think you can't save $132,000 in today's world, come on, guys, you can freaking do this. Once we pay the mortgage, the insurance, the taxes, the maintenance, the utilities, there's cash flow left over every month, about $1,500 to $2,000. What would an extra $1,500 to $2,000 do for you and your family? The beautiful part about real estate is it can pay you back monthly. So it gives you like a little immediate reward, right, along the way as you're waiting to cash in on the long-term appreciation. That's the thing I don't like about a 401k. That's the thing I don't like about most stocks. Some pay dividends, I know, but cryptocurrency, like how do I get my money out of this? If the only way to make money is to sell the asset, that's a problem. That's why I like real estate. There's so many ways to make money and cash flow. Like we said, if we don't find a way to make money while we're not working, we will work for money until the day we die. So that's a huge part of it. So guys, as we conclude here, thank you so much for being part of this. Are you interested in real estate? If so, I want you to go watch my other videos. I have so many of these. Go learn from our real life example. Let me know. Send me a DM. Your call to action here is go watch one of my more in-depth videos about our apartments. Like we've done apartment tours, all that. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. Send me a direct message. As always, appreciate you being here. So I have a couple quick things I want to remind you. Number one, if you enjoy the content, wherever you are, if you're on Spotify, Apple iTunes, if you're on YouTube watching this, be sure to hit the thumbs up, leave a review, drop a comment so we know, did you like it? Did you not like it? We're trying to make all this better for you, so we want to hear from you. If you're interested in learning more about what we're doing, I have 3 things for you. Number 1, you can grab my book, The New Rules to Financial Freedom. It sells for $19 on Amazon. It's literally how I went from working in a job to owning now 131 units of real estate by building my business first and then investing. You can get it for absolutely free in the link below. If you're more interested in the real estate investing side of it, I have a free masterclass that we charge $3,000 for as a live event. You can get that absolutely for free in the link below. If you're interested in working with me one-on-one to help you grow and scale your business and then start to learn how to invest into real estate for the long-term financial freedom game, in this section here, there'll be a link for my coaching application. Fill that out. We can get on a call, see if you'd be a good fit. Or if you need anything at all, shoot me a direct message on Instagram, Facebook, or shoot me an email. Let me know what you need help with, and I'm here to help. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.